Hey world, I'm Josh.
And I'm Lauren.
Welcome to another episode of Let's Try Stuff.
Booze edition.
Today we are trying this, the Olmeca Altos 100% Agave Plata Tequila. It is from Arandas, Jalisco, so it's made in Mexico from master distiller, I can't read that. Something Hernandez. Feely? I don't know. Anyway, made in Mexico. It is 40% alcohol, so 80 proof, and Plata Blanco tequila.
I do believe that it's Jesus Hernandez.
Jesus, you think?
I believe so.
That's a J?
I believe that is a J and then the U with the accent.
Oh, okay, you might be right. Here you go, people. Take a
You
look
decide, internet.
if I could get that to zoom in.
Although I never want the internet to decide anything ever.
There we go. Hopefully you can figure it out. It's at the bottom there.
Let me know if I'm crazy and making stuff up.
And, yeah, long story short, let's taste it.
Okay.
This is like a medium-sized bottle. It was kind of on sale. I think it might be a new product.
I can already tell you
It's not a cork. It's plastic in there, just FYI.
that I don't love it.
I was smelling it before we started the video, and it doesn't
Sorry.
smell as good as other Blanco tequilas.
We just got through with a reposado, and that was real good, but different.
It just doesn't
Flavor-wise,
smell as clean.
This just tastes boozy. In fact, it's like, it's weird. It's very boozy in a, I don't know. This is going to be the wrong word, but it's just too, it's too acerbic.
Well, it's not bitter, but I get it. It's off-putting how
Well, no, but there's something
it's
else.
alcohol forward.
There's something else with the flavor.
I think it just doesn't taste as clean. It's oily a little.
That's interesting. For me, it's not related to consistency.
It's stone crushed, whatever that means. I guess they use stones to crush the agave. I don't want to say it's bad. It's just not my favorite.
It's not for me.
It's not my favorite. I don't know that I'd buy it again because there's so many options, but it smells like Blanco should, but it also smells kind of oily. And it has kind of an oily consistency. Which,
Really?
maybe that's what you're into. I don't know. It's not like we're tequila connoisseurs or anything. We're just people who occasionally try new stuff.
There's something distinctly off about the flavor for me.
Well, it's alcohol forward. It's not. It tastes close to right, but something is off.
For me, it sort of tastes, I don't know, there's something kind of spoiled about it. I don't know.
I don't know what the right word is. I tend to use the word doesn't taste clean.
Do we?
Like it has adulterants in it somewhere. Not like purposely added, just like not distilled as much as it could be or something.
That's interesting. I think we have different, I don't think we're tasting the same thing.
Well, it's a difficult thing to describe. This is number 15207 if it's relevant at all. I don't know if they actually changed the number or not. It doesn't look handwritten by any stretch. It's a difficult thing to put your finger on, whatever the heck tastes off about it. Which I'm sure there's somebody out there that thinks that what we're saying is off is like
Yeah, you
what
might
they're
really
looking
like
for.
this, but I don't know. Is this the difference between a Blanco and a Reposado? Because the other one was so sweet, and then this one is so.
I think it's kind of sweet, but alcohol forward to the point that it makes it cuts away at the sweetness and sort of reminds you that
Really?
it's oily.
Really? That's interesting. I have to say that I don't taste anything sweet about this.
It's like it's like a lime without sugar or something. Or a grapefruit kind of thing. It doesn't taste like grapefruit, but it's kind of tart.
But I like those tastes.
Well, I think that's for the oiliness and just the alcohol in your face kind of takes away from the pleasantness you might get otherwise. I don't know. I feel like I would want to hide this in a margarita. I feel like it would do the job in a margarita, but I would want to hide it there. You gonna go get a margarita mix?
No, I'm gonna put tonic in it.
Okay.
Do you want me to get margarita mix?
Well, we have some.
Well, testing for the YouTubes.
I really feel like we're trying to say the same thing.
But what you're saying is a consistency thing.
No. When I say oily, I almost mean like if you actually put some vegetable oil on your tongue, like the way that tastes.
Oh.
It does have an oily consistency, but it also kind of tastes like vegetable oil a little bit. If that makes any sense. Just kinda...
Okay. Well, that makes a little more sense. Because the other one that we tried was oily in a thickness, like a viscosity
Right.
sense, and that made me almost throw up.
Okay. Which one are you talking about?
The Ka.
I actually think this is kind of similar to that in terms of consistency.
Really?
But I really like I really like the Ka, so I can't agree with you 100%, but
Yeah, it's way better in a margarita because it cuts the sweetness of the mix to me.
yeah, actually this is really good in a margarita.
It makes much more sense in a margarita. I would never sip this.
No, I'm glad you did that because actually I hate to talk trash, and I finally found something positive to say.
Yeah.
And this actually is really good with this Tres Agaves margarita mix.
Which, by the way, is my go-to margarita mix because it's way less sweet than all of the others. But it's still a little bit sweet, you know?
Yeah, well,
because
you want
it's
it to be.
margarita. But it's not so sugary that you feel like you're going to get diabetes.
There's your positive, folks. This is actually really excellent in a margarita.
Yeah, because it just cuts it a little bit.
Yeah, it balances out the margarita sweetness. At least as far as this mix is concerned.
Yeah.
And this is not a expensive tequila by any stretch. Not necessarily a cheap one. Probably a $25, $30 bottle.
See, not to be a jerk, but I wouldn't pay that for this.
Well, I wouldn't pay it to sip it. I might pay it if I was planning on making a big batch of margaritas.
But then I would just go for a cheaper tequila that I already like. Because there are some lower rung tequilas than this.
Yeah, but I would definitely not want to get not 100% agave because I would like to keep my hangover to a minimum.
Yeah. I don't know. I've had a lot of tequilas that are better than this.
We've also had worse.
Yes.
For instance, Gran Centenario Plata.
We're looking at you.
Even if we hadn't had a fruit fly disaster,
That was
would
an
never,
apocalypse. That wasn't just a disaster. That was the end times for fruit flies.
Yeah, we put one of those bar nozzles on it, and it just turned into a really effective fruit fly trap.
Remove your pour spouts, folks. Don't leave them out. Remove your pour spouts. Don't do what I did. Don't make my mistakes.
Yeah, especially if you happen to have left some fruit too long in the garbage and you got fruit flies around.
If you have even one, it will become the apocalypse in the bottle.
And then maybe your boyfriend at the time, or now fiance, will accidentally drink the nasty dead fruit fly tequila because he doesn't realize it's in there.
Yep.
And it will taste like death.
That's sort of what this tastes like to me, just a little bit, not gonna lie.
I wouldn't go that far because
Not-
I actually drank the fruit fly tequila and it was awful, and that would be horribly unfair to this.
Just a little bit.
Here's what I would say. If you are intrigued to try this, even if you don't like it, you're not going to waste it because it's still going to taste good in a margarita. How about that?
Yeah, but
That's fair.
Don't buy it with the intention of sipping it.
Well, you might like it. That might be your bag. You might love it. But if you don't, you aren't going to waste it because it does taste good in a margarita. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
This isn't a risky purchase because if you don't like sipping it, you will like it in a margarita,
Just put it in a margarita, you'll be fine. For sure.
So, I think that's enough. I think we covered all our bases.
Yep.
Decent tequila, probably like 5 out of 10 if I had to put a number on it.
Yeah, I'd probably give it like a 4.
So, thanks for watching.
Tell us what to try next. Comment down below and subscribe.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.